Hello everyone and welcome back to Gone to Florida. Thank you for joining us on our channel as we look at Cabana Bay today, one of Universal Orlando's prime value resorts. As you can tell, this hotel is themed to the retro 1950s and 60s. And let me tell you, this hotel does not disappoint. From the moment you walk up and you see the classic cars outside, it just takes you into that world, and it stays that theme throughout the entire resort. Even though you have the modern day amenities, it feels like you are truly in a 1950s or 60s hotel. When you go into the lobby, you go to your right and you have your checkout desk and your check-in desk, and then you also have another guest service desk. If you have questions about your tickets or you need them to keep your luggage, then that is the place that you would want to go. It's a very large area. It looks out into one of the two pools that are on property. It also connects to the Swizzle Lounge. So there's kind of a lot going on, but it's a very calming area. Lots of bright colors, even down to the seating. It looks like you're back in the 60s. So there you have the Swizzle Lounge, just the bar area where you can go up and get a drink. Very nice, very spacious. It has a few tables there as well. Now, we have stayed here twice and we have had an incredible experience both times. We stayed once in a family suite that had the 2 beds and a fold-out couch, 2 TVs, excellent bathroom area, and then we stayed in a standard room. We've stayed in the hotel part both times because this does have a hotel and motel section. So there's just some more footage of the Swizzle Lounge, and you walk on around. There's a very big downstairs area. So when you get back from the parks, there's still so many things to do on property. It definitely didn't disappoint. Now, I've been to 3 different Universal hotels. All of them are fabulous, but Cabana Bay has my favorite gift shop. For one, the Cabana Bay merchandise itself is wonderful. I just love the way that it looks. They have pins, they have shirts, they have towels, they have robes. They have so many things that just have the Cabana Bay logo on it, which is really cool. Another thing that I really like, really about all Universal Hotel gift shops, is that lots of things that you can find in the park, you can find right here in these gift shops as well. Now, to the 3 that I've been to, I do think that Cabana Bay's gift shop is the largest. But if you don't want to carry something around all day at the park, just know that it's probably going to be back here at the gift shop. You have Jurassic Park merchandise, Dr. Seuss, Harry Potter, even the robes that people love to wear, you can purchase right here in the gift shop, and things that you might just need. Upstairs, you have Galaxy Bowl. This is unique to Cabana Bay. None of the other resorts have this. You do have to make a reservation if you want to bowl in the lanes, and they do fill up pretty quickly. And I think that you can do that the morning of. These lanes are open from 5 to 11 most nights. That's subject to change, but that's when you're going to see them open most of the time. For 1 to 3 people for 45 minutes, or for 4 to 8 people a lane, you can have that reserved for 75 minutes. And I think it's about $17, maybe plus tax for adults. 9 and under are $11 each. They also offer speed bowling for $9 a person, and you can have the lane if you just wanted to try it for like 20 minutes. You can see that there's also seating in here. There's also a restaurant. It makes me kind of think of like an Applebee's type vibe, the type of food that you would get there, appetizers, burgers, things like that. But it's definitely a fun activity to do that is something outside of the parks. You also have Gamerama, the arcade. We aren't really big on arcades when we go to hotels because there's so many other things to do. But if you have kids or you just want to kill some time, another thing about this, if you are checking in, the lines can get super long sometimes. So this is a place where the kids can go just right upstairs and hang out for a little bit, or if it's raining. So it is a very nice area, as you can see, very spacious. It's also very clean, which is important, I think, in a gaming area where everybody's touching everything and you've got little kids, but it's a very nice area. Another part of the hotel that I think is absolutely phenomenal is the Jack LaLanne Fitness Center. This is one of the biggest fitness centers I've ever seen in any hotel. They have tons of treadmills, and if you don't know who Jack LaLanne is, he was like the fitness guru, kind of called the godfather of fitness a lot of times. And it's kind of all set up to him. So they've got some of his videos playing. They've got one of his surfboards, I think, or his son's surfboards. some of his quotes and things around. And again, minus the up-to-date amenities and like equipment, you are set back in time to the 1950s, which is really cool. You also have the Bayliner Diner. Again, a retro restaurant. You can see there on the screens, they're flashing up old commercials, which I think is so cool. And when kids see it, they're like, hey, what is this? Because they've never seen this before. It's kind of a cafeteria style dining. You can get breakfast, lunch, or dinner. You go up to different lines that they have. Maybe a pizza line. They had, jerk chicken, and it was all really delicious. We also went over to the shake stand. I think this might be relatively new, but it had a little lounge area, and it was just like an old malt shop. We sat there on the stools, and we got a banana split. It was huge. Definitely don't need one, probably to yourself, but hey, if that's what you want, you get it. But we were able to share it, and it was wonderful. They also have food available at the Atomic Grill and Hideaway Bar. These are two places outside in the pool areas. There are two different pools. Kind of just depends on what you like, where you might want to go. One pool had a lazy river and a pool. The other area had a pool, and the slide was also there. That seemed to be more kiddish. They had some games going. There's the one there with the slide. So it seemed like a lot more younger kids were in this area. Plenty of available seating. Some of the seating areas even in sandy areas to make you feel like you're on a beach. This is the walkway leading up to the lazy river pool. That's where we spent most of our time. It was very relaxing. They actually have palm trees that kind of grow over the lazy river, and it makes you feel like you are just somewhere so very exotic. And then they had a very good sized pool as well. And as you can see, there's lots of seating. And then while you can see these buildings, it is a really large resort. There's like 7 different buildings. Some are motel style, some are hotel style. So it's just all in your preference. But as far as we can tell, all the rooms are great. So you can get poolside rooms. You can also get rooms that give you a direct view to Volcano Bay, Universal's water park. The views from there are spectacular, and we have not been there, but my understanding is that it's a very, very short walk, like maybe 5 minutes over to Volcano Bay, where you have your own private entrance. This walkway is the path that you would take if you wanted to go to City Walk, Islands of Adventure, or Universal Studios. You may not want to opt for this walk because it is 15 to 20 minutes based on what part of the hotel that you're in, but we love it because it pops you out right at Islands of Adventure. You can also take the bus. This will take you to the normal entrance where everybody else is going to be coming into the park, where you will go through normal security. The walk may be a little bit less for that, but again, you're not as close to the parks when you get there. If you want to hop over to Sapphire Falls or Royal Pacific, you can also get on the boat. Now, we did do that. We found that it really didn't save us a whole lot of time from the walking path. But the boat ride in and of itself is worth it. If you've never taken it, I highly suggest it. Overall, Cabana Bay is an excellent choice of a place to stay when you're visiting Orlando. You get great transportation to City Walk, Universal Studios, and Islands of Adventure. You get free early park admission to whichever park is open early that day for an extra hour on the rides, less crowds. You also can pool hop to the other Universal Orlando resorts. So this is an excellent choice. We had a lot of fun. Thank you so much for joining us. And remember, never stop exploring.